Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Of course, it starts raining as soon as I shoot a video. Why not? Why not? All the odds just be against me right now because this video is anyway going to be controversial as literally trying this for the third time. But hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Of course, there's no video complete without something in my background. Okay, so today's video is not going to be the regular. I'm not going to have like a story time. It's kind of like a story time, but like more of like drama that went down. Now, for those of you guys who actually watched the video that I uploaded before the reacting video, there was another video that is unlisted now, which you unfortunately cannot watch anymore because here's actually what went wrong. So I uploaded the video on insert time here, editing Noel on my hand, like right there. Okay, so I uploaded a video back then and everything was smooth for like an hour, was like smooth for 30, was like smooth for like 60 seconds. 60 seconds is 1 minute, Noel. What the hell is wrong with you? Was fine for like 60 minutes after I uploaded, and then I had to take it down. And here's exactly why. For those of you guys who don't know what the video was called "Got Slapped for Stealing Gold?" ? And I spoke about this story that happened back in second year of college. Not going to go through it again. For the 29 people who actually saw it know exactly what went down. Because apparently I lied. So to preface the story, I will say that once this whole gold incident happened, me and Rihanna, for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, and here's a small clip. So to start up the story, I have to include two other people in it. So I'm going to substitute their original names with... let's go for Rihanna and Chris Brown. So me and Rihanna weren't talking for like almost a year. So this is just a story how I had always perceived it for like all these years till I actually uploaded this video, until I actually got clarified that the story I said was wrong. So basically every time I said Rihanna's grandmother was in charge of something, or Rihanna's grandmother was the reason why something happened, in reality it wasn't her grandmother. It was her caretaker, like her grandmother's caretaker, like Rihanna's grandmother's caretaker. Wait, no, it wasn't even like a caretaker. It was more of Rihanna's uncle, some girl who was staying with Rihanna's grandmother, and so the whole... Honestly, basically it wasn't Rihanna's grandmother, and that's all I had to get out of this whole situation. Now, you're probably like, Noel, you should have checked with her before uploading the video. Yes, I did not do that. I'll tell you why. You also might be like, why didn't you ask her if the story was correct? I didn't have to because... I'll let you know why. And as I mentioned earlier in the first video clip here, however, now I have taken permission for it, so let's get into the video. I did ask for her permission. But before I get into any of the drama part of this whole story, I must and I will say that I am extremely sorry for saying the story wrong. Now, the other half of you guys are probably like, you didn't have to take down the video, it wasn't that big of a deal because I never mentioned anyone's names, neither did I ever mention anyone's names. I don't know where I was going with that, but you guys got what I was trying to say. Okay, cool. But it has come to my notice that Rihanna's granny is no more, and I did not want to hurt anyone's sentiments, so I had to unlist the video because I did not want to pick on anything or did not want to hurt anyone's feelings in any way, shape, sort of form. But I am Noel and I'm not going to let something go, especially if it is irritating me, and I had to make this video even though it's going to hurt someone's sentiments. Again, before we get into the drama, I have to say, like, I apologize to Rihanna's grandmother for whatever I said wrong in the story, and I did not mean to because that's just how I always perceive the story. So here's where all the drama begins. Let's rewind back to June 10th, 2020. This was the day I actually asked Rihanna if I could use this story as my first video because I felt it was juicy enough to say a story time about it and make like a full-fledged video about it because I felt like it would hook on a lot of people, and so it did. On June 10th, I asked her and she said, and I said, okay, cool. We joked about it. It was very funny. She asked me if I was sure that I wanted to do this. I was like, yes, definitely. I feel like the story is very juicy. I feel like many people would feel like the story is very juicy. Now we fast forward to like 7:06 p.m. Or was it a.m.? No, I don't wake up that early, that's for sure. It was 7:06 p.m. and I messaged this, joking about the climax of the story where her grandmother was the one who stole the gold. To which she replies saying, "Too good," and laughs about it. And we go on with the rest of this whole scenario. Now, as I mentioned in my first video, I used to upload videos on this very channel before I started off again. And so she was already subscribed. So she gets a notification as soon as I upload the video on that day, and she sends it to me because she was like the first person to see this. And so I was like, oh hey, you got the video? She's like, yeah. So I said I did not know that it uploaded. 2 seconds later, she also comments on my video, and I was like, oh perfect, cool, this is cute, this is very nice. Talking about her story, talking about everything. There are a few of my friends from college that I sent the video to reply back saying, oh my god, I remember the story, laughed about it, joked about it, whatever, it got over. Until like 1 hour after, my hour sounds very weird. 1 hour. 60 minutes. Fast forward to like 60 minutes after this video is already up, and I have promoted it as much as I can. About 20 people have already started to watch this. I know it's not a lot of big promotion within like 1 hour, because now I said hour properly, didn't I? Anyway, she comes back to me saying that I got the story completely wrong. Like after my video is up, like 1 hour after, like 60 minutes after it's uploaded on my YouTube channel, you come back to me and you're like, I got the story wrong. So I asked her what's wrong, and she says that her granny was actually never included in any of this, and her grandmother and Chris Brown were actually very close. So once again, apologies, sincere apologies. I did not mean to accuse anyone in any way. If anything, I was actually accusing Rihanna because she was the one who like dragged me into all of this. But anyway, it's cool. I'm not going to make that video public. But then in my head, I was like, it's okay. It's just like one small detail. It's okay. It's cool. Although it happens to be like the biggest and the most important detail, but it's fine. I was like, it's fine. It's okay. Nobody knows who I was talking about anyway, so it can just pass off as well. Any other story that might have happened, right? So this starts to hurt her a lot. She starts to constantly message me saying, hey, no, it's wrong, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So in that moment, I go like, should I take down the video? And she says, yes, please. At this point, it's like hitting my ego. I'm sorry, but like I decided to like shoot up my YouTube channel all over again, make like videos all over again. Decided to choose that story because it was the most juiciest. Asked you for permission, told you and joked about the story, and you laughed about it with me. And now you're telling me that it's wrong and I should take it down completely. So that demotivated me, but it also went to my ego, and so I said, wait, so I don't have to take down the video because I never mentioned anyone's name in the freaking story. I spoke about Rihanna and Chris Brown. I don't think they give a either. And chances are you watching this, you probably don't know who she is because I haven't promoted it much to my college anyway, except for like few people that I'm actually in touch with till date. But for some reason it gets on her ego. I send like a bunch of texts flashing out at her and saying that it's wrong, whatever. How can you accuse me? That goes on. I decide to unlist the video. I say it's cool, and I decide to make this video that I'm supposed to make and post it as my second video. However, we kind of sorted things out, but not really. Like, I don't want to get into that. That was like another whole roller coaster ride, which was very unnecessary, but it happened. It's cool, whatever, it's fine. But I will say this, and I told this to her as well, and I say this to anyone who's watching. Don't take my videos seriously. Like, don't take my story times 100% to heart. It's a story time. It's meant to be a story time. I'm talking about my perspective. Yes, I should have said at the start of the video that it is from my perspective, but I forgot to. But mostly because I did not think this story would go down like this. I did not think this video would go down like this. I did not think I would have to take down my first video. There was much more involved in it, which I don't want to get into, but I just want to clarify that I did ask her for permission. I did joke about the story where I should have actually told her the story 100% and then uploaded it, or just like shown her the video first. But I felt like it was more of both of us involved in the story and not just her. It is also my story to tell and not just hers. So if I put up something on YouTube that happened to me, I'm talking about what happened to me, and that was the last thing I heard before this 1 year of us not talking, and then we started speaking again but never spoke about this whole story until this went up, and now I am aware that it wasn't her grandmother. So to all the 29 people who actually watched my video, the first video of the gold, just remember that if you still have the link, wherever I say that it was her grandmother, it actually wasn't her grandmother, it was her caretaker. But for the rest of you guys who are watching this video, and if you're like even like 5% curious about what I'm talking about and what the story was and why it created such a big controversy, please let me know. I will tell you guys the story with a big twist, with a big, like, I'm going to play it the most safe I could play it. and also take permission from Rihanna again, although she won't give me permission for it, especially after this video. I'm pretty sure she's not going to. I'm pretty sure we're not going to probably talk for a while, but you know what, I had to make it because a lot of people were asking me why they couldn't share my video, and especially because it was my first video that went out. I decided to promote it to everyone, but had to delete a lot of messages before people saw the link, and I don't think that was fun. So I had to clear the air, I had to clear what went wrong and why I had to restart with another video. So that's it. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, but like also didn't enjoy, but like also was like, what the why was this video necessary? But if you felt any of those few emotions that I just described, you have to subscribe to my channel. Please do hit the subscribe button. It's not gonna hurt you, like just like freaking. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.